Hello and welcome back to Fire Emblem Book of Eden, a Fire Emblem 8 ROM hack by Rickochet. I am Pondon, and today we are going to the Temra Ruins. With not many answers being yielded by Caitlin's library, Richard and company set their sights on a nearby temple ruins. These ancient ruins of forgotten origins lie on the foggy shores of Moira. Not many are able to read or decipher the ancient letters on the wall. Can't read the writing on the wall. Richard hopes this gateway is the answer he is looking for, and he may finally be able to get home. Dude, I'm curious about Richard, man. Like, normally these kinds of stories don't really grip me, but I want to know. I like Richard. He's a likable lord. Ah, Yovina, you're back so soon. Tell me the good news. Well, I was masquerading as a wife in Fire Emblem 7. No, I'm kidding. Everything is going as planned, my king. With the success of the invasion of Ashia, many of the lords are pledging their allegiance to you. Those that are not are quickly dispatched. Excellent. There'll be no interference this time, not from that dastard of a brother or his subjects. I'll become the ruler of all of El Drago. Then, only then, can I achieve my goal of a unified rule. What are the remaining pockets of rebellion I've been hearing about? It's been concluded that they were spearheaded by the lords who chose not to follow you and have been eliminated. There's not enough people left to pose any threat. Going good. What is the next phase in your plan to conquer all of El Drago? With Ashia no longer posing a threat, Alamut, the city of sand, is next. And the city of sand is next. Okay, start mobilizing the troops and supply convoys and prepare them for the march to Alamut. Too many ands in that sentence. I would say this and the supply convoys, then prepare. I leave this to you and your people, Yovina, my king. For the time being, I have some wretches to teach. Gahahaha, a double exclamation point. Look at this eventing. Man, I thought he would never leave. He talks too much. Just don't be talking like that in front of him, Jax. Hey, I'm just glad I'm not in the same room as him most of the time. Just watch that mouth of yours too, Jax. Last thing we need is to slip up and you saying something you're not supposed to. Relax, Lana. We're all friends here, aren't we, Celeste? I'm not your friend. Yovina, what's next? I'm a little confused too, because of who's responding after the names are being called out. But it's not a huge deal right now. Oh, that's cold. What are the next steps in our glorious leader's plan? We're heading to Alamut next. The Kingdom of Sand, some call it. I feel like that should have a proper title if it's what it's known as. Capital K, Kingdom of, capital S, Sand. Shouldn't be much resistances compared to Ashia. I feel like should be much resistance, not plural there. If it weren't for Lana, I don't think we would have gotten through the gates. Flattery won't get you far. Hey, I'm just saying. How much longer do we have to keep up this charade? Not much longer, I hope. I've been reading up on ways to get home at the Moiran Library. And this thing called Gateway scattered throughout El Drago. Do we know? I feel like that may be the answer to our problem. There's a catch, isn't there? So I feel like we don't need this explanation on gateways here if we've gotten it before. I haven't figured out how they work yet. No one knows how to activate them. Well, that's just great. It's the most promising lead we had. I think we should follow up on it. I intend to. There's one near the capital city. Then why don't we head straight for it? Because we were trying to not draw attention to ourselves. We're the generals of His Majesty. You forget, we're not the only ones around here, Jax. Can't forget the goody two-shoe Dion. Dion! It should be, it's just goody two-shoes, but I think it's fine here. Alright. We'll think of something once we get to Alamut. For now, we should just continue to play our roles. When do we move out? In a few days. Lana, you make sure the supply convoys are ready. Jackson, Celeste, you two are to mobilize the troops. What are you going to do, Yovina? Someone must keep tabs on Dion and that lieutenant. Water Ruin chapter? Is this strange looking place? I wonder what these ruins used to be. It's hard to tell. Even the writings on the wall are nearly gone from an age. Hope Richard finds what he's looking for. What is it, Mervyn? That strange circle on the floor. You think that could be it? It could be just a summoning circle. A summoning circle, huh? Comma. Huh. I didn't realize you knew what it was. I read it in my spare time. Anyway, let's call Richard over. Richard, I think we found something. What is it? Did you find something, Nadia? You think this circle that's etched onto the floor could be something? Looks promising. It says, only those from beyond have the power to activate the gateway. You can read the ancient language? Yeah, we were forced to learn at the monastery I grew up at. The language of the gods that the priests called it. Dude, deep lore from Irvin right here. Well, it's anyone's guess. It should be anyone apostrophe S. As to what that means. Those from beyond. Beyond what? What if you just stand in the middle? Maybe it'll all do something. Or, I guess. So just stand here. Oh, heck. I like how he steps off and it stops. That's clever. What was that? What did you do, Richard? How am I supposed to know? You're the one that said to stand in the middle. I never said I knew what to do. It didn't look like that did anything. Nothing's out of place. Huh. Well, what now? I think we have some company. Alright, my MGBA is dropping frames, so I'm gonna cut the volume. It's so annoying. I just reset my computer too. I sense some strong energy inside. Find the intruders. We must not let them defile the last vestige of our forebears. These runes are ours and no one else can have them. Who the hell are these guys? Can't be. I believe they are the cultists I've been hearing so much about. Cultists? In my Fire Emblem? Ever since the Great Magi War 100 years ago. Magic is highly regulated nowadays. Elder magic even more so. Iliad made sure that if by locking away all the forbidden magic in their libraries. But enough of this history lesson. We should get out of here. These cultists can be quite unpredictable. Who knows what it is that they are after. And here I thought we were going to be able to turn in... And here I thought we were going to be able to find some treasure in these ruins. Let's get out of here then. Head back to the ruin entrance. Arrive. Okay, we got the full squad. We got Anna. A cheery merchant who has a fascination with money. Supplier. Heals an ally for a small amount, so she's a supplier. Super interesting. Rickochet was saying that there's a glitch with her map animations, which I think we'll find out in just a bit. Rich can't even use the light brand yet. Okay. Okay, we'll do this. Okay, I think this is the squad here. And who do we got on this map here? We got Zolovo, a mysterious cultist leader who believes in human experimentation. Favorite games include Gaiden. Alright, Miasma Secret Book. Dude, Miasma! Yes. Ricochet, I'm all about this. Alright, so there's this like... Okay, so let's kind of think through this for a second. Okay, so the door here that leads to nowhere. I'm guessing this is like a spooky reinforcement zone, if it's anything like the Snag chapter. We got a chest over here that we want. Then, is there anything interesting over here? So, I guess the question is, why do I go the long way? When I could go this way and get the chest. There's a breakable wall, breakable wall. I'm guessing something comes out of here that's more difficult, but there's part of... I'm looking at this map, Ricochet, and questioning why I would go this way, unless... Okay, there's a pure water on the other side. And lightning here, but that guy's easy enough to get. I don't know if pure water and lightning is enticing enough to justify it. I feel like this side of the map would benefit from a chest and a chest key guy because they think the player will be conditioned to assume the chest will be useful versus a pure water, which is nice, but not necessarily something that I'm going to risk my neck over. I kind of feel like Thea down. I kind of want to try the split though because I feel like that's what you want me to do. So I feel like this is like, I feel like Thea... There's also not that many enemies on this side. So I feel like I can split and do Rex and... I'll do Rex and Jeffrey. Did Rex, Jeffrey, Tolton over this side? Actually just, yeah, Rex, Jeffrey, Tolton. And then the rest can go this way. Could that be the play? I will say I'm not crazy about having to break out into a one-tile choke and then there's no enemies. I think immediately the flow stands out to me as something that could be improved. Oh, hello. Distant roads. Okay, so these guys, I'm guessing they're gonna chase after us eventually. That's kind of cool. That's a nice way to do it. All right, let's see. All right, I can't listen to Distant Roads on 50 FPS, and I think this will look really choppy. So give me a sec. I'm going to switch over, and we're back. Book of Eden. So restarting MGBA did the trick. I thought I would make a cut and just continue on. So let's pick up from where we almost left off here. So how do you do here? Not great. Tolton. We can beef up the volume a little bit. I'm sure everyone. Yeah, Rick, definitely recommend moving on from Distant Roads as soon as possible. Totally recognize its early stage, but I really think one thing I definitely implore you to consider is just the impact that music has. Okay, so we got a pure water here too. Okay. I mean, I appreciate the convenience. That actually is probably really helpful. Let's see. Thea? No, don't like that. How do you do? Monty could probably just end this guy, right? Yeah. Dude, Monty's so stacked. Merv to Monty. Monk battle, finally. How do these monks look? One thing I recommend looking into, Ricochet, when you're rebalancing classes is that vanilla monks are garbage. I'm always happy to chat through as you're going through and making tweaks if you need any thoughts or recommendations on numbers. Because if your thread is accurate in that you want it to feel like somewhere between FE6, I can probably help you get there a little bit closer. I'm sure there's a lot of people watching too who would want to help. So don't be afraid to reach out. Because actually I need to do this. I'm going to see how this works with just Anna's animation on. Okay, so this is what I mean. Everything kind of just gets choked here. I think you could just make this too wide and put more stuff for these guys to attack because I'm mostly just moving them to wait. I think I skew. I will say that. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Now it's getting interesting. Mage. There seems to be some commotion going on. Better get out of here as soon as I can. You there. Break down these walls. These guys are a bunch of weirdos. Alright. Who is she to tell this man to break down the walls? I'm curious, though. She talks to Richard, Mia. Aqua Edge! Dude, someone played Tales of Symphonia. And she comes with a Killing Edge and a Lockpick? Mage Thief? Opportunist. Pretty good on a mage. E rank, though. Effective against magic users, Mia only. I'm super down. Okay. Let's see. So, off the bat, I'm not crazy about, like... I feel like I goofed because I sent Richard the wrong way. So, we're going to remedy that right now. This reminds me a lot of that Lonely Mirror map that kind of has the winding corridors like this and like a ruined setting. Again, I really think that these types of maps, like, you look at this conga line, dude. Just widen it a little bit. I think that would help a ton. Okay, so I need to be mindful here. How do you do against this guy? Not terribly, actually, so we can just do this. Okay. Gave him the pillar, it's fine. I also feel like the enemies would be scarier if I couldn't just file, like, you know, line them up one at a time. So I definitely recommend widening these chokes a little bit, because there's a lot of, this is a big map, but a lot of the space on the sides aren't used particularly particularly well, in my opinion. All right, maybe we do some knife strats. Set it up for young Tolton. Yeah, it's a lot of one tiling to go through. I also think it's important to try and make some of this stuff like really transparent. Like which way you might need to send your lord. Or have an alternate. Is there an alternate person that can recruit them? No. So that's another consideration. I love these animations, dude. I'm glad that you're using them. I think it's a really innovative idea. That really doesn't do very much, though. So, a small amount. I feel like that should be a little more transparent. Why would I use her over my regular healer? Is really my question. $15 minus 3, so that's 12, and you have 19 HP. Yeah, you're fine. But the crit and the dodge, dude. Thea. The Fire Emblem 6 fame. Oh, here they come. I like how she's just telling the mage to break the wall and she watches. Okay. Some reinforcements from the side. Okay, I like the pressure, dude. I think that this type of chapter has a lot of potential. I also question why it's arrive and not escape when you've... Is it just based on her magic stat? I'm surprised it's arrive and not escape, given the context. Right, like we're trying to escape. I feel like arrive is a little bit different, but this is like... I'm splitting hairs right now, but I'm challenging you. To better understand what we're doing. Okay. Worn blade. Dude, Jeffrey's sick. Jeffrey feels really buff. Something you may want to consider nerfing. Let's see. No, we can get him later, and then young Tolton this way. All right. Alright. It's probably a mistake the way I'm playing this right now, but this feels like the right way to play it. Nadia, though. Luck and defense. I'm down. Okay, yeah, up close. She lives. I just love how Mia's just waiting. The Lanya Suri. That looks like something I want. Alright. Reinforcement time. Uh-oh. Ooh, dude, this is getting... I like where your head's at, Ricochet. I really like where your head's at with this. This is a cool premise. That's a good crit. All right. Now, let's put Nera here. I feel saying Nera is wrong. I feel like Nera sounds better. Young Nera. All right. Now, can Monty... Okay, Monty and then young Nadia. Okay, now... Now, is she your only supply access on the map, or can you do it with Richard too? Okay, so she's your only supply access on the map, so I think having her have crappier healing utility makes some sense. I do question, like... Well, I feel like I need a supply. I guess some convoy warp straps could be cool. I'm just thinking about, like, the utility behind this type of unit. Richard with the crit. The Lanyasori. What even is this, dude? The Weaving Wind, Richard only, +3 effective speed, broken text box. You want to fix that? This looks pretty sick. Okay. Okay. Nara, no. Is Nara gonna die here? Because I tried to tank with my healer. Oh, she lives, dude. Dude, she lives, and I get rewarded for my bad play. Oh, now she's gonna run in? That's annoying. This actually is super annoying. Alright, that was unexpected. So I don't like that she charges me because now I have to walk around to get Richard over here. Okay, now Richard can go down this way. And now she's just blocking me off. And so now I have to go deal with these guys who I was expecting to run away from. Yeah, so Ricochet so this is, I think, another problem with these one-tile chokes is that it's very easy to get blocked, I think, unintentionally. I would recommend having Mia just, like, stay still. The trick I would use here is I would have her display as no movement, potentially. And then when she's recruited, make sure you adjust her unit status to change her AI4 back to 0, so that this way she can be shoved and won't display as not being able to move. I think that would be the right choice. Okay, well, we'll get rid of this guy. Okay, this is going to be a bit of a spicy turn here. I feel like just waiting here is my best bet. Heck. Alright, now over here. Let's get the heck out. Do some healing salve. Again, it would be nice if this did more than 2 hit points, because it feels very pointless. I think it's fine for it to be weaker than a heal staff, but I question if supply utility is enough to make that a worthy trade. Can you rescue Thea? So... No, you can't. Okay, that's annoying. Alright, so... I do think Monty's fine here. Holding it down. Iron X. You'll want to fix the map portraits for the cultist guys, because look, this guy has the right one, but this guy does not. So just make sure that your unit IDs have the right map portrait set. Okay, this guy moves, and he says he's going to move. So let's get Thea in there. And then we'll see what happens. What's this? Your life energy is invigorating. Come, you shall be the perfect specimen. Poison? This is true guide in here. Okay, Talton. Alright, now, dude, this is getting super hectic. Oh, now she attacks? What the heck, game? Alright, this might be a reset. This might be a reset. Yeah, I might be dead. Alright, we'll pin the archer at least. Yeah, having this breakable wall with the pillar in the way is kind of annoying for that. Alright, so... Can I deal with this guy in a meaningful way here? 6-6. Okay, so I can do 6-6. Can you do enough? That would kill. So... I just need to be really careful here. So if Thea goes up to full, yeah? D rank for Neira. How do you do against this guy? 10. Okay, so you precisely die. So I have to put you over here. Wait a second. Okay, so you can get there. And you're doing 14 and you have 6 rest, so that's 8. Okay, so you might live. Actually, no, you'll die from poison. So Nadia has to go first. And you can't reach either, which is tragic. Dang tragic. Okay, so... Man, I'm in a situation here. Zolvo pretty much needs to miss. I guess I could also... Oh, wait, I have a better idea. Okay. So now... Thea comes in. Nets the kill. My life force is exquisite with these stratagems. Alright, so... Some magic there. Okay, now watch. Okay, so this guy's blocked off, which is epic. Now I can do... If this guy... Oh, look at this. 2 range. 2 points of healing. I feel like just a flat 10... Like, if it's basically like the equivalent of a vulnerary, that might be better. Alright, let's, I guess we can javelin. Pure water time. Monty, the tank, dude. Dude, she gets the dodge off. Let's go, Thea. Alright. Okay, Monty's sick. Anna. Okay. Richard's pretty much dead if one of those... now she runs? Dude, I really don't get this. Her AI confuses me. As Monty gets the double off? What a lad. What a lad. Uh-oh. Okay, that would have been bad. Dude, that's spooky, man. Oh, man, that's so... Dude, I'm getting lucky. I really should have died there. If there's one thing I will say that I do like about the one-tile choke points is that it can create these cool situations where you want to, like, duck and hide. Like I'm about to do right now. Dot, dot, dot. You. Wait, hold on. Get out of my way. I'm glad to see that you're alright. If you get in my way, I will attack you. So the recruitment music plays and she doesn't join. That feels like an oversight. So I did talk to Rickochet and he said that the Delphine recruitment was not an oversight, that she's just not supposed to join at that particular moment. Does she join after, maybe? Okay, so regardless... This is looking like a rough stuff here. Oh, wait, can I just end the map? Oh, it has to be Richard that arrives? Okay, so that's another thing. Unless I just wait in the spot. I guess we can try that. Nope. It's gotta be Richard. Okay, so... I think that the most players, Rickochet, when they see arrive, unless you explicit... Because I think people... Arrive is a Tellius objective, right? It's FE9. In that game, you can arrive with any unit, not specifically Ike. I think the game tells you if it is specifically Ike, and I think it would behoove you to make it very clear to the player that if you're doing an arrive map, that it needs to be Richard. My issue with that is that if you want it to be Richard, is that Richard has too much crap to do on this map. Richard has to talk to Mia, because that seemed like the recruitment. Uh-oh, is he dead now? No, I think I'm okay. Tolton is holding on so tight. Dude, she's gonna attack him. Dude, what is this? This is like Douglas in FE6. Alright, so I need to ski-daddle. Alright, so... Okay, so just the archer can attack Tolton. We can outrun these guys now. But I am a bit perturbed by the way this goes. So yeah, I think if you're gonna call it arrive and you want it to be Richard only, just call that out. If otherwise, I think you should just say that it's anyone arrives first. Because you've already established Thracia escape in this map, I really think you should just call escape and do it the Thracia way. I think that makes a lot more sense narratively than just having Richard arrive, because this feels kind of weird to just have everyone sitting around waiting for him. I think it would help with the flow of the map too, since the way it's set up right, at least, especially if you want to keep the Mia talk or recruitment as is, Richard's going to have to go all the way over here and take the long way. So chances are your other units, if you send them this way, are going to get here first. So they should be able to just exit the map versus having to deal with all these reinforcements. I was able to deal with them, but not everyone will. And that's not because I'm good, but I think I just got lucky. I got lucky on multiple occasions. So just something to keep in mind with these types of maps is you want to make it so that the paths are pretty even so that the player can get there kind of at the same time. But I think not being able to leave the map is rough. Or at least not end the map with these other guys if it's arrive. Not clear. So just something to consider. Transparency. I'm really big on transparency. I think it, especially if you do stuff that's a bit different or innovative, I think it always is beneficial to be really clear to the player what you're asking them to do, to avoid confusion and resets. Because I could see this. Like, I've been going now for quite a while. I don't want to reset if I don't have to. But in a way, I feel like I would most likely have to. Because of what happened. Like, I could be screwed. I could have planned for a strategy where I thought I could end the map, or I thought I would get this unit that would help me, and I didn't. Okay. So now I have to wait for Richard. We should be able to end this on the next turn. Heal up, Tolton. Not worth engaging all of these spooky Dark Mage men. But yeah, also, I will say I'm not crazy about how straightforward it's been to run away. And that's a big part of the one-tile chokes again. I apologize if my critiques come off as harsh. I'm just sharing my thoughts as we go through it. Alright, we do it. Yeah, so again, I question if you're using Thracia Escape, I don't think you need Arrive, especially in this type of map. Like, we're trying to escape. See, he's even asking everyone make it. This, to me, feels much more escape-focused, and I think that would make the map a lot better. Especially given that you've already done it. If you were working in FE7 or like me in a time before the Escape ASM existed, I think Arrive would be appropriate. But I see Arrive and I think anyone can do it. Arrive feels like I'm getting to somewhere versus running away from somewhere. And this definitely felt like a runaway map. Yeah, I think we're all here. We should get going. I saw some bad-looking cultists trailing behind us. Where's Tolton? Anna. We're here, and Anna's behind me. Come on, through those archways, and make a left, and we should be home free. Haha. Alright, who's going to say it first? No one? What is it, Rex? That was weird, right? What do you mean? What do I mean? Those damn cultists that we saw back there. Yeah, it was a bit strange, alright. I mean, what do you really expect? I don't know, actually. Well, that ruin wasn't very fruitful. It's alright. It was worth a shot anyway. I feel like you standing on that circle did something, but I don't know. Maybe it was nothing. Could be something that the cultists were doing and we just happened to interrupt them. What now? I'm exhausted. There's a town not far from here. We could head there and rest up, figure out our next move. That sounds good to me. I hope they have chicken pot pie. Yes. I'd like some ale right about now. We could set up camp here for the night. I think we're far enough away from whoever was chasing us, if they are still chasing us. No more forced floors. We're going to that town. Yeah, I could use getting an actual bed for what, not actually. All this traveling is pretty tiring. Oof. Nadia, are you alright over there? Yeah, just a little lightheaded. Whoop. Should watch your step there. Can't have you hitting your head. Why is that? Because I don't have to carry you all the way to town. You might track mud on me like your boots. Whoa, hey. Hang on, I was just... Yeah. Well, Rex never stopped being a bother. Sometimes really gets on the nerves. Sometimes. Come on, let's get a move on. I'm sure you're hungry as well. You said the town's not far, right? It's this way. I like Rex being nice there. And that's chapter 4. So, this is another map where I really like the premise, and I like where your head's at. And I think with a few map modifications, like widening some of the corridors, as well as making some of the information a little bit more transparent, I think that the chapter could be a classic. I think this is really strong. I think the general flow of enemies felt right. I think if it's a little more open, you may want to reconsider that a bit too to see how the enemies move through it. But overall, I thought that was a strong map. I think the biggest changes, widen the corridors, add transparency, fix the Mia recruitment event, because that felt like a glitch. And then... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was something I missed that I'm supposed to do ahead of time with Mia, but that just felt like I was supposed to recruit her and I didn't. And then change the arrive to escape. And I think those changes alone, I think, will add a lot to this map. I would also move up some of the enemies so there's more to do on the first turn, because it's kind of just like funneling everyone through this one tile corridor. So, something to consider. I feel like this chapter is very prone to trial and error in that it becomes easier once you know what's happening. And that's a big part of the map, not being super transparent. And there's a lot of reinforcements that come in, such as Mia, such as the guys behind the stairs, that it can be harder to plan just looking at the map in preps, which I'm not always a fan of. I think in escape maps, that's inevitable that you'll have stuff chasing you from behind. But I think, again, adding some transparency to that so the player has a better idea of what to expect so it doesn't come off as a surprise in a negative sense would be ideal. But that's all I got to say on Chapter 4. I'll see you next time for Chapter 5, Surrounded. Having a fun time with this and chatting about it. Until then.